Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here. The sad news. I knew Attorney General Barr was bad news. Attorney General Barr gave Mueller permission to indict Trump's 3 adult children and Jared Kushner. A report at The Spectator on Friday claims dirty cop Robert Mueller met with Attorney General Bob Barr and the two agreed that President Trump's children should be indicted. I bet this makes you sick, huh? Author and attorney Sidney Powell spoke about this during her interview on the Mark Levin show on Fox News. Sidney Powell is an expert of Department of Justice corruption and has followed the career of Democrat hatchetman Andrew Weissmann, who has destroyed thousands of lives during his career as federal prosecutor, only to see his cases overturned years later by Superior Court rulings. Sidney Powell wrote License to Lie, exposing corruption in the Department of Justice after seeing a core group of federal prosecutors break all the rules, make up crimes, hide evidence, and send innocent people to prison in the Enron case. Sidney warned that the report, which will likely be authored by Andrew Weissmann, will destroy Trump. That is the goal, and that is why Democrats are looking forward to its release, via Cockburn at The Spectator. The story said members of President Trump's family would be charged, but also noted that it is the Department of Justice policy not to indict a sitting president. However, there was no frenzy at the DOJ on Friday, no throng of reporters to make the tourists heading up Pennsylvania Avenue to the White House stop and look. So what happened? Several sources tell Cockburn that the special counsel has indeed completed his report. It is said to recommend indicting 3 of President Trump's children, Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric, as well as his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. The Attorney General, William Barr, is said to have silently assented to this. It's also claimed that Mueller wants President Trump himself to be indicted. Barr is said to oppose this one. The two men met on Friday, but apparently could not agree, and this was the reason for the delay in any announcement from the DOJ. At least this is what the sources say. Will Donald Trump release the docs? So who are these sources? Joseph Heller mocked Washington's and journalism's culture of sources in its novel Good as Gold. I believe I got that information about you from a reliable, unnamed source. I've been doing a lot of work here as an unnamed source, Gold answered with nervousness and haste, so it may have come from me, so no truth to it at all. None of Cockburn's sources was in the room, as they say in Washington, for the alleged discussions between Mueller and Barr and their two staffs. And none of their sources was briefed by the people in the room, but they did talk to the people briefed by the people in the room, and twice removed from the original conversations, they all give the same account. It is that the older Trump children and Jared will be indicted for financial crimes, while Mueller wants to charge Trump with obstruction of justice. The charges Cockburn is told will not be about Russia collusion. This is different from the story yesterday, which was that Mueller would make the case for collusion. It is different from what the former CIA Director John Brennan said on Lawrence O'Donnell's show on MSNBC this week. He thought that the children would be indicted, and like Cockburn, that it would happen on Friday. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's it. Left-wing nutcase Cher calls for all men to be circumcised and show papers or penis. The last few weeks, radical Democrat freshmen made headlines for their radical, dangerous ideas and anti-Semitic ramblings. On Monday, singer-actress Cher entered the fray. The far-left entertainer called for new rules on mandatory circumcision. Cher wants all men to be circumcised and forced to show proof. Republicans believe they've got God-given right to dictate what we do with our bodies, Cher exclaimed. Women must make laws to control men's bodies. No Viagra, Rogaine, testosterone. All men must be circumcised and show papers or penis to prove it. Massage parlors punishable by death. Men must take the pill. Men must take the pill? She wasn't through and then hit President Trump with more gibberish. Why is Trump always PR man for villains? Why does he kowtow koto ass of dictators, child molesters, murderers, wife beaters, anti-Semites, white supremacist, hater of any skin, not lily white. Why? He lies with envy. He wants to be, but how can we care nothing for Otto Warmbier? Wow. I think she turned into a total reprobate, as Romans chapter 1 says. I've never seen such craziness said in one tweet. Romans chapter 1:22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. That would be this woman here. Thank you for listening. Let me be serious with you. I would rather that you donate to my ministry directly. I cannot survive financially to keep this ministry and news service going without your help. And we all know their plans to shut me down again. But many of you would like to receive a gift or product as a token of my appreciation. And I don't blame you. Isn't it about time Uncle Sam started paying you instead of you paying him? It is about time. The federal government pays you your rent check. The government rents out thousands of buildings instead of buying them every year. This is all funded by the current $11.1 billion building fund in our budget. Get your free federal rent check today. Sign up with the Federal Millionaire information here down below. Become a shareholder to receive federal rent checks for life by making a one-time investment as a shareholder. An IRS ruling declares this to be totally legal. This is no joke, no scam, and been for many years. The longer your name is on the distribution list, the larger your federal rent check grows. As inflation rises along with real estate, the government pays you more every year. Starting out as little as $1,800 a month would be your rent check. Wouldn't that be nice to receive every month a rent check like that? The federal government continues to raise your income as inflation rises. This puts an end to retiring with a fixed income that leaves you going broke as you get older. This will put a major dent in those people who hate their home taxes going up every year, wouldn't it? And folks, the price for this valuable information will cost you only $39 a year or $79 for a 2-year membership. Sign up today.